Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our first virtual Kinder and Training Department recital. My name is Eric Tuan, and I'm the Artistic Director of the Piedmont East Bay Children's Choir, in addition to being a proud alum of our program. It's my privilege to welcome you to today's performance as we celebrate the growth and accomplishment of our youngest singers. COVID-19 has changed all of our lives in ways we never would have expected. I am so grateful to all our singers, families, faculty, and staff for joining us on this adventure into online music making. While we look forward very much to the day when we can return to in-person singing, I am so impressed by the way our entire community has adapted and risen to this challenge. All of the songs for today's performance were recorded individually at home, with the singers listening to backing tracks produced by our faculty. Our production and events administrator, Tate Bissinger, and I then had the chance to weave all those tracks together into a single unified performance. It has been such a delight to see the joy, excitement, and creativity that every single singer has brought to their videos. During the recital, you'll see the progression within the choirs as they grow in musicianship, presence, and confidence, and lay the foundations for the exciting experiences they will have in our performing department. We'll share a little bit about what your singer's future journey with the choir might look like later in today's program. And now, without further ado, I'll turn it over to Ann Daniel, the conductor of Kinder Choir and Training 1.
Greetings, my name is Ann Daniel, and I have the pleasure of working with the youngest Piedmont choir singers in Kinder Choir. This group of budding choristers is truly amazing. We have so much fun learning folk songs which teach us theory concepts, singing unaccompanied to strengthen pitch matching, and using our creativity throughout the entire rehearsal. Thanks to Kaz Kim, accompanist and Zoom host, and Kyla May Sands, our kind, attentive TA, providing invaluable support each week. I appreciate that you have joined us today, and I hope you enjoy Kinder Choir's rendition of If I Were a Cat from Cattails by Ed Harris. Thank you, Kinder Choir. Hello, Ann here again, this time in my capacity as conductor of Training 1. Even in the age of virtual rehearsals, this group of strong singers and diligent learners is having a great first semester. We have nailed down 3 key notes of the solfege scale, practiced naming rhythm, and dove into our choral repertoire. One benefit of virtual rehearsals is that I'm able to see singers on a regular basis for private voice lessons. It's a great way to connect with them and for me to hear their vocal progress. I couldn't make it through each rehearsal without the talented T1 team. Kaz Kim, a PEBCC parent, is our accompanist and our Zoom host. Aaron Bartholomew, a member of Echo and Ancora, is our TA. And Piedmont Choir's alum, Mia Atkinson, provides extra support for our rehearsal breakout rooms. Thank you for supporting the singers by tuning in today. Enjoy.
To the fall recital. My name is Chloe Lee.
My name is Liam Georgievic.
I'm Charlotte Creek and I sing with
Training 1. Today we are happy to perform Manx Lullaby, a folk song from the Isle of Man.
The Isle of Man is in the ocean between Ireland and Scotland. Like many Manx folk songs, Manx Lullaby is about birds, which are important symbols on this island.
the Manx language is similar to Gaelic from Scotland and Gaelic from Ireland. In our song, you will hear Manx words sung to soothe a baby and some words that mean keep sleeping or sleep on. I hope you enjoy our performance.
Welcome to our first training department virtual recital. I am Naomi Braun and I am the director of the training and kinder department and the conductor of girls training 2. We learned last spring what works best when it comes to rehearsing virtually. We've remodeled our program to include much more individual attention. In the past, a student would get one private lesson per semester. Now they are getting a private voice lesson almost every week. We are also including much more small group time. In addition to learning repertoire, the students have small group time for theory, games, and socializing. It has been a pleasure to work with the singers of Girls Training 2 this semester. I'm very grateful for all the members of the GT2 team, especially our vocal coach, Courtney Roan, our accompanist and theory instructor, Matt Bourne, our teaching assistant, Alexandra Fisk, and our Zoom host, Gavin Daniese. Please enjoy.
My name is Molly. My name is Caroline. And we sing in Girls Training 2. Today we will be performing Sky Boat Song, which is a Scottish folk song. It is arranged by Miller Thompson. Written in the 1800s, this song tells the story of Bonnie Prince Charlie, escaping to the Isle of Skye disguised as a maid. We hope you enjoy this song.
I'm Elizabeth Amy, the conductor of Girls Training 3, and it is my pleasure tonight to share a little bit of what we have been working on this semester. The girls have been focusing on in-tune singing, as well as growing the individual musician, using a variety of folk songs, solfege patterns, and of course singing games. The girls have been having a lot of fun, especially because now they have individual voice lessons, thanks to our voice specialist, Alice Del Simone. I'm extremely grateful for my collaborative team, my pianist and theory assistant, Amy Bellis, and my teaching assistant, Talia Skeen. Please enjoy and happy holidays.
Hello, my name is Eloise Malik, and I'm a singer in Girls Training 3. We will be performing a folk song called My Singing Bird, arranged by Sheila Donahue. The song describes the singer's favorite bird that sings more sweetly than all the others. You will hear some of the beautiful music phrases mimic the beauty of bird call.
Next
Girls Training 3. Before we hear from Boys Training 2 and Girls Training 4, we'll take a brief interlude to share what comes next on your singer's choral journey. Once singers have progressed through the different levels of the training department, they have the opportunity to join our renowned performing department choirs. Our performing choirs have performed with artists from the Bay Area and around the world, including, most recently, the Oakland Ballet, the Oakland Symphony, the London Philharmonic, and the Mark Morris Dance Group. They tour the world every summer, both to perform at prestigious international competitions and choral festivals, and to engage in cultural exchange with our choral friends from around the globe. And finally, they have the chance to perform new music, especially written for them by some of today's leading composers. After graduating from BT2 and GT4, singers enter concert choir, our introductory performing department choir. Singers in concert choir develop the skills they need to sing on the international stage, supported by a summer camp, twice weekly rehearsals, and an annual domestic tour. After spending 2 years in concert choir, singers are eligible to audition for Ensemble. Ensemble is our flagship touring choir and travels internationally every summer to represent the choir at choral gatherings around the world. They have won awards at competitions in Austria, Italy, Slovakia, Poland, Wales, and Hong Kong, among other locations. Students usually sing with Ensemble until the age of 16. At that point, they move to one of our choirs for older high school students, Echo and Ancora. These choirs return to a once-weekly rehearsal schedule, but maintain their rigorous commitment to musical excellence. One of the most unique parts of the Piedmont East Bay Children's Choir program is the opportunity for cultural exchange with singers from around the world. We build long-term relationships with choirs in Europe, Asia, Africa, and Central and South America, visiting them during our summer travels and inviting them to visit us at the festival we hold in the Bay Area every third year, the Golden Gate International Choral Festival. Our singers have the opportunity to homestay with fellow singers all over the world, experiencing another culture from within, and to return the favor when their newfound friends visit us here in the Bay Area. We'll now hear from one of our very own Ensemble students about her experiences traveling and touring with the choir.
Hello, my name is Nika Spolaris and I'm 14 years old and I sing with Ensemble. I have sung in the Piedmont choirs since I have been 4.5 years old. In the summer of 2019, I traveled to Finland and Estonia with the choir. And my favorite part of the tour was to be able to experience other cultures and traditions. And during the tour, we stayed with host families from 2 choirs, Vox Aurea in Finland and the Estonian Television Girls Choir in Estonia. And my favorite part of the homestay experience was that you get to feel like you are living in those countries. It's much more different than staying at a hotel or motel or inn. It's just almost like you're a part of that community and part of that country, and you get to experience what those people do on a day-to-day basis, and you learn what type of foods they eat, what differences you have and what similarities you have. And I think this is really interesting and really eye-opening and rewarding.
Piedmont East Bay Children's Choir!
In Estonia, we sang with 30,000 singers at the Laulupidu, or Estonian Song Festival, and the most interesting part of the Laulupidu was the interconnectedness that us as singers had with the audience. And I think this is especially interesting because I feel that this is not something that is done so much in the United States. Singing with choirs from different parts of the world is exciting because we express ourselves in different ways, and we have differences, whether that's in appearance or voice or how we look as a choir, how we interact with one another and with our audience. But no matter what our differences are, we have something in common. And the thing we have in common is that we love to sing and that we try our best to put our soul and our love for singing into the music that we share with other people.
Thank you for sharing your experiences with us. If you'd like to hear our performing department choirs in concert, don't forget to tune in next Saturday, December 12th at 4 p.m., when our 4 performing department ensembles will be presenting their annual Candlelight concert. We're especially excited to feature a virtual collaboration with our wonderful friends from Finland, Vox Aurea. Now I'll turn it over to the conductor of Boys Training 2 and Girls Training 4, Nancy Linford.
Hello, I'm Nancy Linford, and I work with Boys Training 2. This year more than ever, we have an amazing team of musicians who are all making rehearsals fun, engaging, and singer-centered every time. In the first hour, we work on repertoire and all of the elements of musicianship which are embedded in that repertoire, peppered with fun songs and stretching. In the second hour, we go into breakout rooms. One room is for theory in a small group led by Christine Fernandez, our able accompanist. Another room is fun and games with Jan Warneke, our echo assistant. And then 2 small rooms are for checking on repertoire by me and individual voice lessons from Liz Emmy. This is all managed by Grace Foster, a PEBCC alum, who is our Zoom host, zooming in from Wisconsin, where she is in college. For this recording, we have Kai Asenko, BT2 alum, on vocals, his father, Kimry Asenko, on electronic harpsichord, and Liam Skeen, who is an echo singer, on strings. I'm enormously proud of the boys and how well they have adjusted to online rehearsals and the recording process at home. Thank you, parents, for all your assistance with this. And now to Nico for an introduction.
My name is Nicholas Adams, and I sing with the Boys Training 2. We will now sing for you He Shall Feed His Flock from Handel's Messiah. Please enjoy the lilting melody and collaboration of Skeen Strings Echo and choir musicians. In our virtual rendition, we worked hard on getting the melismas right and trust you will appreciate the comforting poetic text. Enjoy!
He shall feed his flock like
Hello again. I'm Nancy Linford, and I also serve as the conductor of Girls Training 4. Our team for the girls is just as musically skilled and amazing as our team for the boys. The girls have been wonderful at adjusting to online, as you will hear in the upcoming performance. Thank you, parents, for all your assistance in recording your daughters. Our Tuesday rehearsal schedule is similar to Monday, with the addition of our pull-out lessons occurring through the entire time because we have 9 girls instead of 6 boys. Every girl has an individual lesson at least every other week on a rotating schedule. So a shout out to the team. Kim Riasenko is our accompanist and theory coach. Julia Manese, our echo assistant, is our fun and games host. Teresa Cardinale is our voice coach extraordinaire. And we have been through 3 Zoom hosts, our current one being Alexa Borden, who is an echo singer. And previously we had the assistance of Naleti Donovan, another echo singer, and Will Adams, who assisted us from Ohio. Thank you, GT4 team, and thank you all for tuning into our virtual recital. Now to Ainsley to introduce our song.
My name is Ainsley Mullane, and I sing with Girls Training 4. Our song has been created by 2 American women, the 19th century poet Emily Dickinson and the contemporary composer Emma Lou Deamer. In it, a fly is writing urgently to a bee. Where are you? Everyone is here except for you. We love the buzzing of piano accompaniment and the pleading perfect fourths in the middle section. Hope you do too.
Before we conclude this afternoon's program with a special performance by Ensemble, I'd like to say a special thank you to everyone who has worked so hard to make this program possible. First of all, a big thank you to our fabulous team of conductors, our voice teachers, theory teachers, and collaborative pianists, and our TAs and Zoom hosts who have been working so diligently with your children over these past few months. I'd like to thank our office staff and board of directors who have been working tirelessly behind the scenes to keep the organization running smoothly. I'd also like to thank our seasoned sponsors, Bell Investment Advisors. The Bell family has been so incredibly generous with their support of the choirs over a period of many years, and we are deeply grateful for their love and support. And finally, a big thank you to all of you for supporting your child's musical education. We know it is not easy during this time of sheltering in place, and we appreciate all you do to keep our children singing. I'd now like to introduce our Executive Director, Carrie Butkevich.
Thank you, Eric. I am so excited for my first training department recital, and I'm so proud of all of your expressive performances. Your hearts and minds show up on your faces and in your voices. In addition to the beautiful virtual concerts we have planned for you this season, our advanced singers will be part of a retrospective concert with Old First Concerts, and the choirs will be highlighted in Chabot Space and Science Center's virtual New Year's Eve programming. Last week, I issued a cookie challenge to share and connect with all of you during our virtual season. And I've really enjoyed seeing those decorated pictures and also watching you devour all those sweet treats. Music is a lot like cookies. It's best when it's shared with friends. And so we hope that you will share news of the choir and encourage your friends to join us for our spring sessions beginning the week of January 25th. Reach out to those school pods and connect with those singers and those friends who love creating music together. They can pre-register on our website or contact the choir office for more information. And now, for our concert finale, we'll hear a performance of Eres de Quisqueya, a medley of folk songs from the Dominican Republic by the accomplished artists of Ensemble.
Oh
Thank you, everyone, for joining us this afternoon. We wish you a safe and joyful holiday season.